Well, I mean, really, the story of the game was with both pitchers did a great job. Um, you know, Murphy did a tremendous job for us. You know, the first inning he got out of that jam. I think there was bases loaded, one out, and then he also got out of another jam. I think runner at third and one out. But the defensive play of the game was Grant Cook picking that ball backhanded with a catcher's glove. You know, with a fielder's glove, it's a little different. When you have a catcher's glove, that ball's got to go right in the middle of that thing and stick. That was just a tremendous play. You know, if that ball gets by him, they got one in, maybe two in, and they're rolling. But we got out of that inning, and then it seemed like, you know, Murphy got it together pretty good. He gave up the leadoff double, get him to third on a bunt, and he got out of it. It was just a tremendous job there. And then, you know, their pitcher, the lefty, he just kept getting out of jam after jam. We'd set up innings, and, you know, looked like we had the right hitter up there three times, and we just couldn't get the big hit. And, you know, finally we got, we finally got a break with the wind when the ball drops in out there. It's amazing how the game works. You know, it looked like the ball, when he hit it, there's no wind, the ball goes out of the park. We knew it wasn't going out of the park, and then it started getting pushed back. He ends up dropping it. The next hitter, Fletcher, hits one that would have gone 30 foot out of the park, and they catch it at the fence. And it's, you know, just feel fortunate to get out of here with the win today, 3-1, and you know, looking forward to hopefully, you know, having Campbell give us some good innings tomorrow, and you know, we got some guys in the pen that are fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, I think it was 3 innings. Murphy left the guy on third base. What is it about him that he gets out of those jams?
Well, first off, he believes he can do it. He's pretty confident. He knows that maybe that hitter at the plate needs to just get himself out. You know, there was a base open one of the times, maybe two of the times. He just you know, he hits spots, and if you don't throw the ball in the middle of the plate, you got a shot. And you know, if you're throwing it on the corners and you locate it well with a little deception, a lot of times the hitters get themselves out, and that's what Murphy relies on.
What do you say about his consistency? Because it seems like just about every time you have him out there, he takes you into the 6th, 7th inning.
You know, he comes across as just that crafty left-handed veteran. You know, at our level, the Division I college baseball level, he's that guy. You know, there's some of those guys at the big league level that, you know, that look the same, and they just pitch. They get you out. They get you to get yourselves out, and that's kind of what he does. You know, the lefties are crafty, and the ball moves away from the right-handers. They can throw the breaking ball away from the lefties, and he uses his changeup. He just really mixes, and he gets them guessing a little bit, and it gets him through some tough situations.
There's been a couple of times this season, it seemed like today, that he actually got a lot better second, third time through the order. I mean, did you see that?
Well, that's what Coach Johnson and I were talking about there in the 6th and 7th. You know, pitch count was like right at 100. We're trying to figure out if we want to bring him back in the 8th, but he seemed like he was rolling to us. Like maybe he could go get the first 2 hitters. That was our plan. The first guy hits one off the back of his glove. Might have been a base hit up the middle if he doesn't touch it, and then, you know, we wanted him to face Shoemake a little bit, you know, one more time, and, you know, he struck him out, and it really, you know, that was it. That was good. But you're right. You know, the 5th and 6th, especially the 6th, he looked great. I mean, he looked like he was commanding everything. And, you know, if the pitch count wouldn't have been so high, we would have let him roll. But it was time to go, I guess.
First inning, it looked like Martin made a big play, too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was the play. That was the play I was talking about. I mean, he made a backhand down the line, threw the ball home, and he rushed a little bit. You know, he's so quick. He got to his feet so quick and didn't realize, you know, he had just a little bit longer. And he threw the ball extremely hard, and it was accurate, but it was in the dirt, and that's when Grant picked it. But you know, if that ball gets by him, that's 2 in, runner at second and third, and still 1 out. So that was the first part of a great play that really saved a lot of runs for us.
Did you have to throw that around the runner a little bit, or
I don't really think so. I don't think that as quick as he got up, I don't think he really knew or cared. He just threw it, and it was just a reaction type play.
You know, it got kind of interesting in the 9th, and Lowski ends up getting the save. What did you think about his performance?
You know, stuff wasn't bad. He threw a couple of good breaking balls. You know, the only pitch that, you know, obviously the 4-pitch walk, that was a little upsetting to start the inning off with a 3-run lead. But the 0-2 breaking ball that he left up in the zone that the leadoff man hit in the hole for, an infield hit, that was a little frustrating because he had a couple pitches to work with. But he did a tremendous job, striking out the 2-hole hitter with basically fastballs on the outside corner. They were very well located and just did a great job there. So I'd have to say, not bad. You got to say we got to win, and they're a good team. They're going to fight you to the end. So I feel good about how he threw the ball.
It looked like Wes had a succinct message after that walk.
Yeah, he sent a message. He just sometimes with Losky, you got to get under his skin a little bit. You got to fire him up, maybe to the point where he gets red faced and he's a little upset. That's some guys got to pitch that way. They got to play that way.
That play that Kenley threw at the third.
Yeah.
Did you want him to go to first, or did he made the right play?
I wanted to get an out. I wasn't there. I talked to him after the game about it. I told him in that situation with the score the way it was, just get the out at first. If the third baseman would have been playing on the line and right behind the bag where he can take a few steps and he's sitting there waiting on the throw, it's not a problem. But he was still moving to the base. Kenley was trying to almost hit a moving target. And he actually did a great job, led him and put it on the money, and feel fortunate that, that we got him out there, because if we don't, we may still be playing.
Carson had all your RBIs today. He's having a pretty good senior weekend. What did you think about his game?
His first at bat in the first inning was, that rally kind of got finished with 2 outs. We got I think we got somebody on earlier, but all of a sudden we have 2 outs, runner at first and second, and he might have had 2 strikes on him. I'm pretty sure he did. And he got the single. To me, that was big, giving us that lead after they didn't score when they had the bases loaded and 1 out, and for us to get a big 2-out hit with the runner at second, that was big. And then obviously the ball he hit to right, he hit it good. I mean, he crushed it, but he hit it, he backspun it, and it got up in the wind and, started coming back at us. But I think he's had a big weekend. He hit a 3-run homer yesterday and got 3 more RBIs today, and, hopefully he'll have another good ball game tomorrow.
Is Cronin for sure cleared for tomorrow, and
Yeah.
how do you hope you can use him?
Well, I hope to use him with the lead, and if that's not the case, I think we'll still use him anyway, just to get him some work, or maybe just to try to hold somebody earlier in the game in certain situation. But, we need to get him on the mound.
Is first base still open for tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, yeah, it's always going to be open the rest of the year. Probably just go with the hot guy. Probably go with Hunter Wilson again tomorrow.
You want to apply for the SEC series here, title record today for most wins in a season at Baum. What have you thought about this season and what you guys have been able to do in Fayetteville?
I know it's been great. Obviously, haven't played great on the road, and if you don't play great on the road, you better play great at home if you want to have a great season. So, hats off to the team for just finding ways to win at home. Some days we got after you pretty good. Other days we came back and won. We've had a few of those, and we've had a little bit of everything. But Baum Stadium's been really good to us this year, and the fans have been awesome. And if we'd had weather like this a little bit earlier in the season, I think we'd have broke records here with actual attendance. But appreciate all the fans. They just keep coming out.